Hey guys, how you doing? This is Captain Mike here from Middle Tennessee, playing hole number 9 in this winter major tournament. I'm going at it with a Thor's hammer and with a sniper and a Kingmaker ball. Just watch my adjustments because we are going to be cutting it close here, using the Thor's. Because of the curl, we are going to use all the curl. Just watch how I set up very carefully. We're definitely going to be going to the right. We cannot go left on this one. Just can't do it. Just don't do it. Maybe if you have an APOC 7 or something, but other than that, even with that, it's dangerous. And if you use an APOC on this, I recommend just trying to do my shot here. But if you use an APOC, be careful not to use too much right curl, because you can pull it over too much and catch that rough, and even if you end up in a fairway, you'll be too short and you'll be really having to stretch for your second shot, and you don't want to stretch for your second shot on this one. So just kind of watch where I set up. The wind adjustment on this, I think, is just kind of right on target for you people who do rings and all that. I don't know that there's any extra percentage. If there is, maybe just a hair to adjust over. For example, 12 rings might become 13 or something like that, but maybe not that much. But anyway, we're going to be testing the right rough on this drive, but not too much. I'm going to put about half my blue ring into the rough. My blue ring, if you look and see, let's see what Roy McAvoy does. And he's going to go at it with the APOC. And see, he's testing over there. He's setting up about where I'm going to set us up. Mine's going to be about as far as that shadow there. Whatever that's a shadow of, a tree or lamppost or whatever that's a shadow of. Mine's only going to reach that far because I don't have an APOC 5. My APOC's a 3. So let's see how he does here. I see it's a 10.8 wind. I don't know what we'll end up getting, but we'll see in a minute. They are giving us some challenging winds. See, that's what I'm talking about. With an APOC, you can use too much curl. And he used too much curl. I think the Thor is actually the better club for the way this wind is, because that wind will push it. Now, I'm going to set up over here. See how I'm cutting my blue line halfway into the rough? That's where I'm going to set up. I'm going to use about 5 right spin and about 6 top. 5 right and 6 top. So you see where I'm set up there. Okay, now I'm going to adjust for my wind. About like that. And I'm going to use all my curl and just a hair of overpower. Just the slightest hair. And that should put us right up there on the edge of that little isthmus or whatever you call it. And we'll have a good shot. It wasn't enough, was it? I over adjusted for my wind is what I did. And now there's no way we're going to get there. But what I did there, the mistake I made there, everything else was right. Everything else looks right. I over adjusted for the wind. I pulled over to the left too far. Okay, that's the mistake I made. So this video will still be profitable for us. Just remember not to make the mistake I made. And we're not going to get a tailwind on this second shot, so we're not going to have any help getting up there. And I have the Nirvana on, and it's only at a 7. And so I don't think we're going to be able to make the green, but we'll see. We'll check and see. But that will help us. What I did was I over adjusted for the wind on that one. I pulled over too far to the left. And so evidently this is not an extra percentage. For you people who do the math and all that, don't do any extra on your adjustment on this one. Just do the regular. That looks like that's the way it's going to be. And we are not going to be able to make it up there. We're just not going to be able to make it. But we are going to try. I tried the great ball a little more to the right than that. Let's see if we can get up there. Okay, so we did make the jump. And so at least we have a chance now. I don't know how well of a chance, but at least we have a chance now to chip that in. If you have a Nirvana 8 and you mess up like I did, you can just about make it on your second shot. My Nirvana is only at a 7. Or even if you want to bring if you have the Amazon upgraded pretty good. Of course, you suffer on your ball guide, but at least you'd be able to get up there further and have a better shot if you mess up that drive. But you see, I just barely messed that drive. And I know what I did. I over-adjusted for my wind. Alternatively, instead of 5 right spin, you could put 6 right spin. If I'd have done that, I'd have been all right. But I really think that the mistake I made was that I over-adjusted for my wind is what I did. I think the setup and everything was just right. I just over-adjusted for my wind. But we'll see here. Like I say, this is just Monday. It's not the weekend yet, not the qualifying, so we can make these mistakes and figure them out as we go. I don't really know how this is going to, well, and plus I've got this, see that? I'm not loving that. So I'm going to have to go up here and do a little bit of backspin to get away from that. And that wind is going to affect this. And I'm not sure how much. Let's just try that and see what happens. Hopefully it was enough. It wasn't. But anyway, so we made our mistakes on Monday. And that's okay. And we'll be able to figure it out for the weekend. Good luck, guys.